Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're just doing the weekly nightmare with Aurelion Sol. I don't really feel like thinking all that much, so a nice and simple run with Aurelion Sol should do the trick. At least when it comes to cheering me up a little bit. Overwhelm, grit, counterfeit production. You know what, I'm just going to take counterfeit production because it's decent with our deck. Having a card that's created at the start of every round should make it so we can go ahead and get Aurelion Sol nice and low so we can play him early. The foe's Nexus cannot take more than 20 damage each round, so for example, in this fight we would need at least 2 turns in order to go ahead and kill the opponent's Nexus. That seems doable. I wonder if we'll run into any trouble. To be honest, these powers do not seem that threatening. As long as we can produce jump blockers for the units that the opponent plays, I think we'll be alright. Okay, no, I forgot. It's only created cards, so this shouldn't work. I just ended up shuffling a Meteor Shower into my deck for no reason. Yeah, sure. Let him take that down. I'll just go ahead and clear one of his units. And then I'll go ahead and block with the Solari Priestess. Next turn I can go for the Aurelion Sol. I, in fact, will actually let him play something before going for Aurelion Sol. Shouldn't I be getting Cursed Keepers? No, never mind, that's the one that summons a champion of the cost of the card and not a unit. So yeah, things are working properly. I'm just not getting anything at all like I am supposed to. Okay, so entire board's cleared. I don't think I should overcommit onto the board, but then again, what could the opponent possibly have that clears the entire board? I'd say the chances of him being able to clear the board are 0, so might as well just play stuff out. Oh, auto cannon. So you can go ahead and create 2 jump blockers. Actually 4 jump blockers. They're not going to matter. Are you really not going to do anything, opponent? I mean, I suppose he doesn't need to do anything because he won't die here. He'll just drop down to 11. But I can go ahead and rally next turn with the Cosmic Rays that's not fleeting. It's pointless to try and attack here, so let's just pass over priority to the opponent so we can get this game over with. Yeah, that's cool and all, but How about you just fall over that opponent? Have you thought about that? There we go. That's definitely going to be the main issue this run. The fact that I can't just one-shot opponents and that I have to kind of dance around the fact that unless they have less than 20 HP, I won't be able to go ahead and kill them properly in one turn. Zillion can be extremely funny, so I'm going to take him. Let's hope I don't end up screwing myself by doing that. And sure, I suppose I'll take the Gnar. Chamber of Renewal or a spells chest. Let's go for the spells. I might just skip the reward from the spells chest, but we'll see if they actually give us something that's playable. If we get lucky, we can drop down Gnar right away. A Ruined Rex instead of the Riptide Rex. Okay. Sure. One glow. I can actually go for this like so and play the Gnar right away. I might actually just go Zillion into Gnar. Yeah, that's better. Because I don't exactly want to copy a bunch of cards that I won't be able to play. They would end up cluttering up my hand way too much, in my opinion. Ooh. Okay. That's an interesting item that the Zillion got. Managed to go ahead and remove one of the opponent's units. I'd say that's a plus. And an exact 20 damage dealt to the opponent. Nice. And I level up current the strongest enemy vulnerable. Round end, I've seen you start the round with the attack token. Let's go for the Solari Priestess. Yeah, that was a good decision. Now I can sort of guarantee the what's it called? The drawing to Aurelion Sol? Possibly. Maybe. It's going to be a very big maybe though. Actually drawing to him naturally. I can actually make him free. I'll do just that. There we go. Let's drop a time bomb. And then we can drop down the Aurelion Sol on top of everything. I'm just going to go ahead and swing for 20 here.
Anyone for some stardust?
And let's go for the returning stars just so I can go ahead and give a bunch of items to the Aurelion Sol. I have more than enough damage on board to kill the opponent, but unfortunately he will survive. Didn't the opponent lose way too little life? At least that's what it felt like. Maybe I'm mistaken though. Sure, let's split the Sky's Descent. Let's get the board nice and cleared right away, so we can hurry up and get to our next turn so we can close out the game. Can you not? The game's already over. There's no point in struggling, opponent. Just let it end. Didn't Nara already level up once? So why did we see the animation a second time? Maybe it's some weird coding related to the way Aurelion Sol's power works. Well, at this point it doesn't matter. Resolve. Do we have another fight, or are we already at the mid-boss? Because I feel like we're making a lot of progress very quickly. Chief Nakotak, Hothead, Ember Maid. All of these are terrible. We stand together, Spotted Toad. I guess we'll take the Spotted Toad. Even though I'm craving for some place where I can just go ahead and remove cards from my deck. I'll even skip here just because I want to cut cards. I'll probably cut one of the stone stackers that came with Nar on the healer, and then what other card would I cut from my deck? I am not certain. Okay, so let's go counterfeit copies on the Behold the Infinite, see if we get a good item here. Okay, that's decent. It gives us board presence. We can drop down the Trickster. Let's play the Zillion. We hit a Spotted Toad, sure. And then we can go Trickster into Nar. And theoretically, we just deal way too much damage here. Yep. Can go ahead and pull here, attack there. Zillion has... Okay, sure, I'll attack with Zillion. He plants 10 poison puff caps on attack, so no point in not... Actually, I should have attacked with that Zillion as well. My bad. I wasted 5 buff caps. Let's hope that it's not something that will be relevant in the long run. Why is the Nar not fleeting? Actually, it is. It just isn't. The animation is not playing. Kill one to an enemy and stun it. Okay, I'll do just that. Make sure that thing doesn't get to attack. Then next turn I can go for the Aurelion Sol. We clear the board up. And we'll get to attack, and I mean, we won't go ahead and kill the opponent, but we'll get close to it. And that's about as much as I could ask for.
This is your comeuppance, Targon.
I'm actually going to play the second spotted toad as well, just because they end up being so large. 18. That makes sense. The opponent already took 2 from the poison buff caps. And now we have 2 Giga Gromps. I mean, they're not going to be relevant, but they might be nice to have. Let's see if we get some decent cards here. Nope. Let's obliterate that thing because it's scary. Let's play the Skies of the Sand, make sure that the board's clear. Very simple. Just keep the opponent's board clear until the next turn. Can you not? I'm actually running out of answers. Fortunately, I found a way to answer that thing, but otherwise I might have been in a bad position. Anything else you want to do, opponent? No? Thank you. Now please let me close out this game. 96 damage. That's a whole lot of damage. The opponent clearing the board unfortunately doesn't matter for him. It was way too late.
Time is a teacher to us all.
And now we've reached the mid-boss. Without much trouble, in fact. In a way, I'm a bit worried, because normally we end up losing at least once when it comes to these types of runs. There is always something, just one tiny thing that ends up going wrong and we lose one of our revives, either on the mid-boss or just before it. Because even with Aurelion Sol, these runs are no joke. They're kind of hard. Well, we got Katarina, so now we shouldn't have any sort of trouble winning, just because you can go infinite. Let's go ahead and play the counterfeit copies. Cannon. Suit up. Flash of Brilliance. Sure. Let's go for the cannon. Drop it down.
Spare the change.
Behold the infinite. You know what? Equinox will make this entire process much easier, so I'm going to go ahead and play it. You know what? That might have been frightening. if I weren't able to just straight up kill you opponent.
Never play fair. No one gets in my way.
Yup, just setting up the rally with the Katarina. And then we'll go ahead and mark off the storm there. Just because that sets up a stun. And do I want to mountain goat? Sure, I'll mountain goat. No reason not to. Let's do this here. There we go. Oh, right. The thing. The power. The immovable object. That might be a problem.
Let the bloodshed begin.
Have we already hit the threshold where the opponent just no longer takes damage? Yep. That we did. That we did. Well then, let's go ahead and remove that thing. And then we'll have to wait for next turn before we kill the opponent. I'd say that's acceptable. Ooh, harsh winds. Very frightening. But I've seen scarier things. That card doesn't matter. All I want to do is get some hand space so I can play the Katarina and then... Do you mind? I don't want to take 18 damage. Like I was saying, I want to get some hand space going so I can make sure I don't burn Katarina. And do we hit the threshold? That hits the threshold. Nice. Bam, bam, bam. And now we just win next turn. Because I'm pretty sure that the opponent has no way to deal with our attackers.
No suffering.
I mean, two of them are quite large. I actually have a plan. Go ahead, opponent, block.
Find enlightenment.
Yeah, that's fine. Now, how about I stun both of your... Oh, he healed himself with the Gift of the Heart Blood. Oh, that's unfortunate. You really want to make this game go on for a while, don't you, opponent? And now I've already hit the damage threshold, so he won't actually take more damage after this. Yep. Annoying. Well, we'll have to wait for the next turn. But then again, if he goes ahead and attacks right away, I might be in trouble. I can go Ascended Skull. That will be extremely funny. You know what? That's exactly what I'll do. If he plays something here before attacking, then he is just dying.
Life and death inexorably interwoven. The sun describes
Come on.
and the cycle is complete.
Please play something.
And conviction.
Okay, he's not going to play something. Hmm. This is kind of bad. I don't want him to heal for like 30, but at the same time I can't afford to take the 58. You know what would change things up? If I had a Aurelion Sol. I think I have to do this. It's going to suck having to go ahead and lose most of my board, but at the very least I think I'll be in a better position, or better off at least. Wings of the Cryo Phoenix. Build 6 to all units. Enlighten deal 6 to all enemies and heal your Nexus 3. Oh, so you're just making it so Anivia survives. What a jerk. This is something.
I will unite the failure.
I can at the very least deal 18 damage like this. Now, if only I had a way to go ahead and
A new era.
ensure that the opponent would die here. I can just attack right away, and if he doesn't have removal, I win.
I protect this place.
112 enemies. If only I could find the source for 1 damage. That's not a source for 1 damage, but it might be a bit useful later. I just want to go ahead and get rid of the Anivia. I feel like that might be relevant.
Will no one listen?
Next turn he actually dies to the Blade's Edge, or whatever it's called. Those are very large units. How come they got so big? Feral Mystic, Ancestral Boon, Gift of the Heartblood, and all things grow cold. Okay, that makes sense.
No better place than Tarkon.
Well then, why don't I just obliterate those two and... Oh, that's way too much mana. Never mind. Please die, opponent. Please don't have healing. I mean, he would need to have healing for 4, and I don't think Freljord has healing for 4 at bursts or fast speed. Oh, but that was way too close for comfort. Katarina at game start, yep. Definitely taking that. A power. Deep cuts, you know what? That might make it so it's easier to close out the game, because the opponent will take damage on his turns as well. But then again, I'll be drawing into Katarina basically every game, so I'll still be able to attack them on their turns. Maybe it was a bad decision because of redundancy. Let's play that. Ooh, another counterfeit copies. Well, in that case, let's play that on the Katarina. And then we can go for the Katarina right away. I actually have a plan.
Get in my way.
We'll go Katarina, and then we'll go for the Spotted Toad into Naru or something along those lines. I basically want to play the Zillion last, is what I'm getting at, because I feel like that might make it so my hand gets too cluttered up if I play him first. That's a lot of Katarinas.
Haven't I been here with past, present, and future? All in my hands. Nothing really stays the same.
Okay, that's irrelevant.
Let the bloodshed begin.
Well then, let's go ahead and
Quick as the blade.
deal some damage to the opponent, shall we?
Strike, we will reform.
Yeah, that's fine.
Waters are still. What form will the waters take?
I can actually make it so the opponent has a massive cards in hand.
Never play safe.
It's fine.
Blood for Noxus.
It just takes it. Okay, the opponent's going to take 12 next turn. Let's go ahead and play those out, just because I want to get them out of hand, except they didn't get out of hand, in fact they became permanent. Much to my dismay. Not sure. Keep that card in your hand, opponent. Just take 12 at the start of the round. At this point, it might just
Let the blood
be guaranteed that we win. Yeah, nope. Just going to go ahead and attack with everything. Squeeze out as much damage as I can. And at the round deals 10, it actually deals 20 instead. And he can't cast it, so he's going to die as soon as he passes the turn. So we can just... Oh! He's healing himself. So he actually won't die. Cheeky little fella.
bask in her radiant blessing.
Go ahead, don't block this, please.
Currents, pull them down.
Okay, he blocks just because he wants the draw. Well, in that case, I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of your unit. Also, I'll send one upstairs, just to spite you. It does nothing, but it makes me feel good about myself. And now he takes 20, and he dies. Nice. See, it's already paying off. We can cut a card up next, but I don't even know what card I would cut. Possibly this Species Catcher. Yeah, I don't think we need it. Slow but steady. Does that have any sort of impact in my deck? I don't think so. So let's reroll. Vanguard Lookout. Board Presence? Sure. And everything else is bad, so let's skip. This is going to be interesting. If he gets 2 down speakers in addition to another unit, I might be in trouble. I'm even going to keep the Aurelion Sol just because I want the ability to close out the game faster. And I feel like Aurelion Sol accomplishes just that. Three, 2 cost on the Spotted Toad. Let's go ahead and play that there because I'm going to play that card. Ooh, we got another thing. It deals 2 damage to a unit. If you've played 6 plus new other spells, this can deal 1 to another unit. Okay, it's just a nice simple way to get rid of the opponent's spell shields.
Remember the fall.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's play the Katarina.
Let the bloodshed begin.
I'm actually going to end up
No one gets in my way.
burning one of the Spotted Toads, perhaps. No, actually I won't. I'll play him here. Get rid of the down speakers. Spell shield. Then we'll proceed to attack with all of these. Then I can attack a bunch of times. Basically, I intend to attack right until the opponent is with a curse that deals 10 plus damage. 8,
Let the bloodshed begin.
that's fine. Just keep letting me
They're afraid. They
get damage onto your opponent. I'm sure that will turn out great for you in the long run.
This might hurt.
9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I wonder if the opponent will take more damage if the curse is higher, or if the power he has will kind of force the curse to deal only 20. Well, only one way to figure it out. Let's pass the turn. The curse deals 20, exactly. So we're at the point where we just need to control the board. There's no point in doing anything else. We can just play it simple, play it safe, and keep castings, or keep passing the turn. The opponent can't get rid of his curse, so he's just going to take 20 every round start. So the game's already over. Yep. There. Nice and simple. As expected of an Aurelion Sol run. And we're right in our last fight. No. Power Rift, sure. And then Honored Lord. Yeah, fine. Do I cut the card? I'll cut the Wounded White Flame. It's giving us nothing. Arachnoid, or whatever it's called. The thing, the Elise's power. The skittering. Good to know, but I don't think it will be relevant at all. I draw Katarina here, right? Or at least I hope I do. Well, anyway, we'll be able to play the Mountain Goat for free. We draw the Katarina. The opponent gets an Arachnoid Horror for free. Let's go ahead and get those Spotted Toads an extra item. Interesting. Very interesting. This game will take a while though. The opponent has 99 health. Okay, that's cool. Commander Ladras might help us cheat out the victory, but it will take a while. That's fine. Okay. I'll save this Spotted Toad for later. For now, let's level up the Katarina. Let's see if he overcommits onto the board so I can play the Aurelion Sol. He did! Nice. Let's get some Supernova just for removal. We actually end up wasting the Sigils of the Storm, so we won't be able to get Commander Ladros online early, but it's fine. We can just accept the... what's it called? The Curse game plan as our win con. Ooh, extra spell damage. That's cool. Though I don't think it works out that way. Let's just make it so the opponent is guaranteed to take more than 20 damage every turn. Let's play the Zillion over that thing. Actually, maybe it's overkill to play the Zillion. I might just start burning cards. I even went ahead and gave the opponent a Arachnoid Horror, just so he can go ahead and do something next turn, even if that something won't accomplish anything. 20. Oh, since I burned... oh, I was about to say, since I burned the card, the opponent gets nothing, but never mind, he actually got something. Ooh, really? You're going ahead and attacking with those two, even though there's no point. I wonder why. Well, I can actually ramp myself a little bit with the Aurelion Sol Sky's Descent. So maybe I'll be able to get to Ladras a bit earlier. Let's get more of those in our deck. Maybe I hit an Aurelion Sol Sky's Descent. Nice. Exactly what I wanted. With that, we'll probably be able to cast Ladros next turn, because we'll go up to 8, then we'll go up to 9, yeah. That's good. So the opponent will take 20 here, go down to 39. I'll go ahead and drop down Ladros, setting him to half his health total. Oh, deal damage to the enemy X is equal to half itself. Okay, it just deals damage. Never mind, the opponent gets to survive an extra turn. Please stop struggling. You're already dead. There's no way you will be able to afford your curse ever at all. Yeah. Very cool opponent. I'm just going to make his life miserable by doing that. Oh, you're getting rid of my Aurelion Sol spell shield. How frightening. There goes your board. And now you die at the round start. Bye bye, opponent. As it turns out, the later fights ended up dragging on for quite a while, just because of the opponent's power. That was definitely the thing that caused the games to take so long. But you know what? That was still quite fun. Even though it was not the most challenging of weekly nightmares. Anyway, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for the video. Until then, goodbye.